Hello and welcome. You are watching Gravitas Plus. I am Molly Gambhir. First of all, here's wishing all the Indians watching this a very happy Independence Day. And what an incredible journey this has been for India. Why don't we look back at some of the key milestones that India saw along the way in its journey? The crucial junctures, even some policy shifts that shaped its trajectory, and the key milestones when it comes to its economy, its agriculture, or now the digital landscape. Let's first take you back to what was unfolding in 1950 to 51, for example. India back then was suffering from food shortage with occasional droughts and famines, which compelled it to basically import food grains. A rapidly growing population was creating increasing pressure on agriculture, with food production and productivity unable to keep pace. Even at this point, by the way, the agriculture sector was contributing around 50% of the GDP, showing just how dependent our economy was on agriculture. The Green Revolution that started in the 1960s enabled India to make great strides in domestic food production. Basically, Green Revolution made the country self-reliant in food grain production. The main focus areas of the movement included farm mechanization by substituting the use of cattle with modern tractors and other machinery to increase productivity. Also, the use of hybrid varieties of seeds for better yield. Also, using the new dams constructed post-independence for better irrigation. It transformed India from a food deficit country to a food surplus one. India has achieved self-reliance in the production of food grains in the last several decades, and it is a mammoth achievement for our agriculture sector as well as the overall economy. It's also important to point out here, for example, that India's farmers grew record food grains during the deadliest pandemic of the century, while the entire world was dealing with the impact of COVID-19. Agriculture continues to be the prime pulse of the Indian economy and is at the core of the socio-economic development of the country. Let's tell you more about India's journey and what it has looked like, looking at some other aspects and milestones along the way. Two periods of structural reforms of the economy. In 1991, also in 2014 to 17, have been very significant milestones. The 1991 economic liberalization was characterized by the ending of industrial licensing and permits, devaluation of currency, reforms of the financial sector, including the emergence of SEBI as a market regulator, and the rapid growth of sectors like the telecom sector. A radical transformation of the Indian economy took place in 1991. Through the adoption of liberalization, privatization, globalization paradigm. A new era of partnership between the public and the private sectors started, heralding faster and less regulated economic development. During the next year, which is 1992, the 73rd and the 74th constitutional amendments paved the way for the democratization of urban and rural local governance institutions. And in later years, another crucial reform was the introduction of the Right to Information Act 2005. Cut to the later years and the key junctures along the way, a key one among them is how digital infrastructure, for example, now has also emerged as a cornerstone of India's economic growth. And the key milestones in India's digital self-reliance landscape also, for example, how India is preparing for the 6G era. The Bharat 6G vision aims to position India among the global leaders in 6G technology by 2030. with a key focus on indigenous research, also intellectual property, standards development, and overall next-generation telecom innovation. And a crucial aspect here is also how UPI has been powering seamless digital payments. UPI accounts for nearly 50% of global real-time payment transaction volume, making it the world's largest real-time payment system by volume. UPI, by the way, accounted for 85% of India's digital payment transactions by volume in FY 2025 to 26. There's also UPI's global reach. It is now accepted in multiple countries, including France, UAE, Mauritius. Let's also tell you about the India AI mission. It is strengthening AI education, infrastructure, responsible AI adoption, among other aspects. It is promoting AI skilling across schools, higher education institutions, and also professional training programs through various initiatives. India's digital journey is transforming the way people, businesses, institutions interact with the government, the economy. A rapidly expanding digital ecosystem enabling faster services, greater transparency, and overall wider access. Digital public infrastructure is creating a strong foundation for innovation and inclusive growth as well. And the growing adoption of emerging technologies is opening new opportunities across sectors and strengthening India's global digital presence as well. This entire transformation is positioning technology as a key enabler of economic opportunity and social development. Together, these advances are strengthening the foundations of an empowered and rising India.